All right, so I just found Father in variety. Very stunning. Variety is Father plus 42. But the varietals for the parietals. That was an awesome word. Very cool. So we just finished solving petals, metals, parietals, varietals, non-metals, bimetals. All right, the petals and the metals, all for Father. Ooh, well, well, well. Isn't this cool? You know? And then you're playing Scrabble with the King of the Universe. Like, the word petals and metals both end in the word least. Okay? Jesus said, "He who is least among you all shall be great." And in least. Ooh, what's so cool about the word least is that it's 1 point short of 58. So if you say at least, okay? So if you say the letters at least, okay? Someone who is at least, that equals 58 perfectly, at least. So I would like someone who makes himself the servant of all. The last shall be first, and the first shall be last. What's interesting is that the word last equals the word salt, parallels Father. Okay? And God saves the best for last, and that's why Gematria is the best. Okay? In terms of truth and knowledge. Okay? We know that love is the highest. Okay? Well, we preach a lot of theology on, the greatest and all that, but no, Gematria is the best. Gematria is the best. For truth lovers. Gematria, okay. Least. Wow. Oh, the obvious thing. So out of my own mouth. So what do petals and metals, oh my goodness. So what do petals and metals and non-metals and parietals and varietals all have in common? They all end in salt. The word salt, and that is the official syllable. Tals, tals, tals. Salt, salt, salt. That is the official syllable that parallels Father. And in fact, the very last letter, we know the very last letter, the S, is what goes to Father. Petals, metals. But they end letter for letter in the word salt. You see this concept of that which is on top goes to Father, salt goes on top because Father's on top. Petals are on top because petals are on top of the flower because Father's on top. Metals are on top of many things, and they're also the bedrock of many things. And varietals, so they all end in salt. End in salt because Father's on top. Petals and metals. Petals, metals. Petals. Whoa, this is good. It's God's universe. God ordained this. It's June. It's been spring for a little while now. And there are so many petals. There's literally a tree outside my front yard here with millions of petals and the flowers, and I was literally, there was a carpet, and I shook every branch. Everything that happens in the life of a man of God is God speaking. Everything, literally everything that happens in my day, everything that happens in my life is a metaphor, is a word from the Lord. And I was shaking the branches, and the petals were just falling off all of them and making a huge carpet of petals on the ground. So we know petals goes to Father, leaves goes to Father, ground goes to Father, grass goes to Father. But there you go, petals. Ay, ay, ay. So now I'm searching for Father in, interesting, half of Father begins the word blanket. Okay, yeah, found Father in blanket. I would pluralize it. Definitely. Okay, petals and metals and in salt. And from what I understand, most wine beverages contain one or more salts in them just for taste. And hence varietals ends in salt. Varietals. Yeah, so non-metals is a beautiful Father, Father, double 2742. Non-metals is gorgeous. Non-metals is similar to non-fiction. Cool. Oh, that's good. Petals and metals. Wow. Okay, so back to the periodic table. And I will report as I... Periodic table, Father, Father. Welcome to the feast. But it's always plural, so like feasts. 6 plus 6 plus Father. Feasts. We did this earlier. Alright, so we're going to keep going here. I might... this just is that bright light is hard for me to... so we're staring at element names. We solve the We know the word names was... Okay. Oxygen, father, life, fluorine, neon, nitrogen, carbon. Aha. Helium, I love little gems like this. Wow. This is Greek Gematria. So Greek Gematria, Helios, is a triple of the great Father plus Son. In Greek, Helios, Gematria, that adds to 318, which is a triple of the great Father plus Son. Now the word Helios, amazingly, equals the word helium. Helium. The symbol He would go to Father. Helium. Oh, of course. So the word lightest is perfect for Father. The lightest. Oh my. Oh my. I can't believe I haven't preached on this word until now. The lightest. This is so cool. When God said, "Let there be light," you know, light, visual light, could arguably be called the lightest substance that there is, because you can't technically weigh light. Light is the lightest, other than a vacuum, light is the lightest thing there is. So the word lightest is stunning for Father. Absolutely perfect. You know, the devil wants you feeling heavy and what we call depressed. God the Father wants you feeling light. Wow, but look at my God. So I'm doing the math on this word. Look at that. Just look at the perfection. The word lightest is very much like the word lightning. Okay. And speaking of light, let there be light. Okay. And then so the book ends, the LIST equals 60 divides by 6, just like the FR in Father. Father is the lightest one of all, which is to say, now the word lightest is just like the word highest. Woo! Wow. So, oh my gosh. By the way, you know, papyrus cards, greeting cards are doing quite well lately. Papyrus is Father, Father, double, and I see those at the bookstore all the time. They've never been more beautiful. They're just... Sometimes I feel like I'm talking to kids. And I am. Every one of us is a kid. And, you know, everyone on earth that I know of, obviously, has less Gematria knowledge than I currently do, and so I'm fathering people. Anyways. But literally, it's like, teach us something. Tell us something. What do you have to say for yourself? Okay, so, the lightest is like the Father. The highest is the Father. The smartest is the Father. That word goes to the Father. That's good. Oh, this is tear-jerking. The lightest. Okay. And then you also have a lighter, which parallels Father. Okay. The lighter there's so many gems in a single lighter to glorify Father, Son, and Holy Ghost. Like the flame, the word flame goes to Father. We've solved sparks before. It's awesome. Oh yeah, I had a word from the Lord the other day. Sparks. The word sparks is a Father, Father, Father triple, because you get the word park, you know, as a park in a garden at the center, and then the two S's are more sparks. And whenever there's always tons of sparks, and the sparks are hot metal. Hot metal is a gorgeous gem for Father because it puts Father at the dead center. Yes, yes, yes. Father's at the dead center of hot metal. And then the rest is pure threes, as always. Oh, man, this is awesome. I've been having the word come to me tear-jerking. Tear-jerking parallels Father. I've been having that word constantly coming out of my mouth. So tear-jerking is flawless. It equals Holy Father. Plus 2s exceed plus 1s by 2 in number. Tear-jerking Father. It's tear-jerkingly awesome. As it should be. It's tear-jerking! Thank you! Oh, it's tear-jerking! Okay. So... Oh, man. We've solved hot air balloons. Hot air balloon goes to Father. It's just like the word airplane. Like, it's just look up and you'll know what God is sovereign over, what Father is taking. So, letter for letter, hot air balloon is perfect. It's Father plus 42 plus 42. Father takes 42 to get up to 100, and then hot air balloon goes 42 higher. It's very obvious. And plus 2s exceed plus 1s by 2 number. The word hot parallels Father. The word air parallels Father. And then the word balloon kind of puts the whole offset of the total package to come around, so that hot air balloon is a giant string, is perfect for Father. And I mean perfect. Perfect. Like, don't even argue with me otherwise. So, the kid. Look, an airplane. Airplane goes to Father. Look, a hot air balloon. Father. Oh, because Father's on top. Okay. Look, a cloud. Father. It's all very tidy. Okay. So, tear-jerking. The petals and the metals. The varietals and the parietals. Okay. Atomic number. That's a father-father double. Wow. Atomic starts with father. Atomic is father plus 3. Number is father plus 15. With atomic number 2. Oh, so many lies about the formation of the universe. All right. Okay. Hydrogen, the most abundant element in the universe. Atomic number 1. I love the fact how Wikipedia, everything is hydrogen is a. The word is goes to father, and the word a goes to father. Okay. Hydrogen. The name. Like, it's just details. Like, details. Okay? Like, what begins every sentence? Oh, capital letter. Oh, well, capital letter equals hot air balloon. And a capital letter is taller. His father is on top. That's why we use it. So capital letter equals hot air balloon and is flawless for father. 3 plus 1s, 5 plus 2s. Capital letter equals hot air balloon equals father plus 42, 42. What else do I see beginning a Wikipedia article? Oh, a bold font. You can take it even higher and say a boldface font. Bold font is perfect for father. Okay? The word font parallels the word fount, parallels the word fountain. Okay? Okay? And hence you have a fountain pen and all that, but so father gets the last word, which is the word font. Okay? And you can say bold face font. You can say an italic font. Both parallel father. Bold font, italic font. If you say a normal font or a regular font, that's a father-father double. Okay. Hydrogen. The first element. Ay, ay, ay. So, it would just behoove me to find 58 in chemical element. Many ways to do it. Fine. Yeah, okay. Very nice. That's cool. You know, I had a word from the Lord for a long time. The famous phrase, be yourself, equals love Jesus, equals love Gematria, equals love great I am. But that's exactly what I see in chemical element. Chemical equals love. And then element equals Jesus. So chemical element equals love Jesus, equals love Gematria, equals love great I am, equals love Messiah, equals love the King. Chemical element. Chemical equals love. Element equals Jesus. Chemical element equals love Jesus equals be yourself. And I've had that word from the Lord countless times in my journey. Be yourself equals love Jesus equals love great I am. Okay, and you can find Father in all these. But chemical element. Chemical equals love. Element equals Jesus. Done. Now, as I stare at the letters chemical, I bet you we can build L-O-V-E. We have an L. And L is in the house, and he's not leaving. We have an E. E joined the party. and he is not leaving. Now we just need a 15. Can it be done? Can it be done? Yes, it can. I just saw it. No less. This is going to blow your mind. This is getting more and more embarrassingly obvious. All the letters that do divide by 3 in chemical make the letters that do divide by 3 in love. L equals L, and then ICC, which are famous threes, 3 times 3 and 3, 3, make O, which is 15, which is 3 times the third prime. So, there we go. We got the L, we got the O, we got the E, and then the V is the H plus the M plus the A. So, flawlessly, the letters in chemical build LOVE. So you cannot tell me that the word chemical is not screaming out LOVE. Look for yourself on Wikipedia. Hydrogen. Hydrogen is a chemical element. Also known as hydrogen is a love Jesus. That's it. I'm telling you the mind of God. It's his personal names in every word you've ever seen. In science, in history books, on your street corner. The name of these things. The name of this guy. The name of this guy. Can opener parallels father, because father goes on top, and the lid equals father. Done. Done. The revelation is here. Join the party, or else you'll be left out. And you will be left out. Because if you rebel against God and his knowledge, then you won't be invited to the party. Sorry, you failed to accept the invitation. God reached out to you and you didn't answer. Okay, so here we go. Be yourself equals love Jesus. Chemical element equals love Jesus. And you can split elements into great I am, into God's Son. Gorgeous symmetry. God, the LN, the rest, Son. Once again, tear-jerking. Okay, so chemical element, love Jesus. Hydrogen is a, like, this is just so satisfying to solve one of the most simple truths in encyclopedia science, letter for letter. Hydrogen is a chemical element with symbol H and atomic number 1. Okay, so we solved, okay, major words there for Father, Jesus. Isn't that amazing that chemical equals love? Like, practically everything is, you know, a chemical. Just like, chemical equals love. I got chemicals flowing through my veins. Apparently I have love flowing through my veins. Of course I do. I'm made in the image of God, who is love. God is equals love. Chemical equals love. The whole world is full of chemicals. The whole world is chemicals, love. And the word metal, okay. Hydrogen is a chemical element. Hydrogen is a love Jesus. With symbol H, now the word symbol is flawless for Jesus, with symbol H, which equals 8. Now I've done preaching on 8s for a long time. The word love equals 8 in Hebrew. We're breathing element 8, oxygen to stay alive. There's Jesus equals 8 at 8. There's so much glory in the number 8 and for the whole Trinity. Okay, and atomic number 1. So, you know, there is something very important about the first element in the universe, hydrogen. Hydrogen begins with Christ. And then finding Father, there's 5 ways to find 58 in hydrogen. And what gets left behind? 38. Right. That's cool. Hydrogen literally is hey Father. Like pop off the word hey from hydrogen, H-E-Y, and then the rest equals Father. Hydrogen, hey Father, how's it going? In the universe, he's everywhere. You have to write this stuff down because it's all ordained. Mark my words. Hydrogen equals hey Father. H-E-Y, letter for letter, and then Father is the math left over. Hydrogen equals hey Father. Right, and I could talk about There's some obvious things in hydrogen. Yeah, I can see a lot of... Anyways, that's fine, the name. So yeah, hydrogen is the lightest element in the universe. And the word lightest was awesome for father. On the periodic table. A standard atomic weight of the father's at the center of the word standard. Yeah, father's at the front and center of the word standard. Hydrogen is the lightest element on the periodic table. Isn't that awesome? So we went deep on the word highest. Hydrogen. There's more hydrogen atoms in my face and staring at you than there are any other element. You're just like, kids, what we do down here is like this compared to what God has done and never will do. And we are all like children. The word children and kids both go to father, like sons and daughters, same deal. It's like, that's why egos, like, they don't really have huge self-esteem, yes, and massive self-care and self-worth and self-dignity, yes, but arrogance, no. Foolish, silly, terrible. Okay. Standard atomic weight. Hydrogen is the lightest element on the periodic table. I gotta sink my teeth in here. First, lightest. Okay, so the key number is 1. Just dead center father. Oh, okay, of course. Okay. Let's milk the word hydrogen a little better here. So pop off the word 1 from hydrogen. O-N-E is sitting in hydrogen. What's left over now? Ooh, the DRG makes a lovely 29, half a father. Very nice. That's very significant. 34, 62 left over. All right, well, I'm going to keep going with new terms here. So monatomic form. Monatomic. There's your father coming at you. It's monatomic. And that's very easy. Monatomic form goes to father. Think about how, independent God, so monatomic father. By the way, just the act of study and Gematria and research is pleasure and health for your brain. Exercise parallels father, just like the word work, okay? Just like the word student and the roots, it's like, and the word staring, okay? It just, it's in front. It's the most abundant chemical substance in the universe. And it's 75% of all baryonic mass. Even the most common isotope of hydrogen, termed protium, has 1 proton and no neutrons. Protium equals love father. Easy to split. And I just, by way of review, proton is a father-father double. Just like the word neutron and electron. Aha, so there you go. I remember preaching this earlier. Proton, you can feel it on your lips. Proton, neutron. Whenever God repeats something, it's Him really emphasizing what He's doing. So when you have proton, neutron, and electron, all going Father, 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 it's a real wake-up call that Gematria is the key. Okay, Gematria equals the key, equals the lock, equals the dream. Okay, you can't. There's no point in a key if you don't have a lock. So that's why the key equals the lock. The key, which equals Jesus, the key equals the lock. If I had a lock right here, the key equals the lock. Okay, the key equals 74 equals Jesus equals the lock. You would not need a key if you did not have the lock, but they have to equal each other in order to. I love God. So cool. So cool. So cool. Now, if you're really good, which we are, where the metal meets the metal, Father takes the glory on this revelation. Teeth equals Father. Okay? Also known as tips or top. So teeth equals Father. And the teeth line up with the pins inside the lock. Okay, do a study on locks and where the metal meets the metal. They're called pins. So pins equals Father inside the lock, and teeth, which is literally the ups and downs of the key. Teeth equals Father. Pins equals Father. So where the inside actually lines up, teeth equals pins equals Father, and the key equals the lock equals Jesus. Oh yeah, I love going deep. I love taking you deep, 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 because that's where pleasure is. Satisfying, satisfying, satisfying. Saying thank you. And what you have to recognize is that everything that happens in your life today is God pulling you into His higher levels of pleasure. Gematria, the revelations on every item you touch, everything that you smell, everything that gets put in front of your face, everything that you experience, it has a name. Find out the name, hear from the Lord, who, like what aspect of God it represents, what person, and before you know it, you'll be in such straits of ecstasy, you can barely breathe. You're so happy. All right. So proton, neutron, electron, they are all Father, Father doubles. These are some of the biggest words in science, which equals Father. So, I'm proud to get this on record here. Proton, neutron, electron. So, tron is water. Oh, this is embarrassing. Ton is Father minus 9. Tron is Father plus 9. There's more confirmation there. Just ton equals Father minus 9. I saw a card the other day, for example, that says thanks a ton. Well, there you go. Ton goes to Father. Thanks goes to Father. The word a goes to Father. I'm not joking. Thanks a ton. It's a smoking hot set of letters. It's a Father, Father triple. Don't you'll love the letter a for the rest of your life, and the word and. Father goes on and on and on and on and on. That set of words is very glorious. Father goes on. Father goes to Father, goes to Father, and parallels Father. And then the word on is half a Father, which goes to Father. So literally, when you say Father goes on and 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 on, the word infinity goes to Father. You just like. So, thanks a ton. Smoking hot triple, Father, Father, Father. So the word the word pro equals ton. Proton is a Father, Father double. Proton, 49, 49. Lord, Lord. Proton, Father, Father. You say, why would proton be Father, Father? Well, because a proton is symmetrical. You can cut a proton into two halves. In fact, you can slice a proton in an infinite number of angles, and you'll always get two halves. Okay? Same thing with a neutron, same thing with an electron. They all have two halves. And we know the word two equals Father, and halves parallels Father. And okay. So, and then neutron, easy peasy, electron, easy peasy. Isn't there another word now? It's called a something. There's another one they're talking about these days. Can't remember what it's called. Those are the big three for now. Oh, that was tear-jerking. As it should be. Tear-jerking parallels Father. By the pleasurable, Father, pleasurable. Okay. Ugh, there's so many lies on Wikipedia about the age of the Earth, but those will get cleaned up in my lifetime, thank God. At standard temperature and pressure, of course, temperature parallels Father. These are some of the biggest words in science. Temperature, Father, pressure. Pressure is glaring for Father. Pressure starts with Father. At standard temperature, Father, and pressure, Father. In fact, this is embarrassing. Pressure is Father plus triple 21. Temperature is Father plus quadruple 21. At standard, the word standard is I am Father. Standard temperature and pressure. Hydrogen is a colorless. This is so cool. This is really neat. You never thought about the word colorless. Colorless is very beautiful for Father. Ooh, take the word less and the C at the front. Colorless. And then you have the Son is a colorless, odorless, tasteless, non-toxic, non-metallic. Highly, so non-metallic, we solve non-metal, just like highly combustible. Combustible is beautiful for Father. Diatomic gas with the molecular formula H2. Well, that's cool. When you have when it's H2, that means you have. Oh no, wait! I was thinking of oxygen. Excuse me. Oxygen goes 60 H2. So hydrogen means water former. Amazing. So again, the word water, yeah. See, this is a real gem. The word hydro parallels Father, and the word water parallels Father, and they differ by 3. Hydro is Father plus 12. Water is Father. That's beautiful, and you can find 58 in hydro. It's the famous ORY on the end of history. Hydro, Father plus 12, water, 3 points less. Hydro. That's what hydrogen was named after. Isn't it amazing? See how God is, in the sovereignty of God, like God is all about life, He's all about pleasure, He's all about human, like He loves people so much, and He loves being worshipped so much. Like, what I'm saying is hydrogen means water former. Water is something that I can relate to. Like, it's like this stuff I drink daily. Like, I need this stuff. You know, like that's literally what hydrogen means. Hydrogen means water former. And if you're really good, which we are, do the Gematria on the letters water former. And it is flawless for Father. Water, as a single package, is flawless for Father. 3 plus 2 is 1 plus 1. Rest letters divided by 3. And then former just provides a balance of plus 1s plus 2. So it keeps the party going perfectly. Hydrogen means water former. In fact, water former is the great 142, which is Father plus 42 plus 42. And I say the two 42s because it takes 58, 42 points to reach 100. And then another 42 makes 142. So it's very confirming. That adds to 84, which is a common number for Father God. Water former. I always like to go to the center of these things because it's typically where Father's hiding in all this. So hydrogen gas was first artificially produced in the 16th century. Reaction of acids on metals. So this is so obvious. So who is the guy that was the first to recognize hydrogen gas was a discrete substance? Well, his name was Henry. Of course his name was Henry, because Henry equals father. Or Henry, sorry, it equals hydro is father plus 12. Henry parallels father perfectly. There's been so many Henrys that are kings and leaders and pioneers, scientists. Henry, just like William, parallels father. My name is Derek, parallels father. Just the way it is. And then Cavendish, his last name, also parallels father. So he's got a father-father double. Like Bill Gates, every component of his name is father. Henry William Gates. And that's, in my opinion, that's why he's famous. And he's got to get converted and start talking about God. Someone sent him this video, I'm sure. Anyways. Henry Cavendish, father-father double. Okay, Lincoln, the famous last name Lincoln, as in Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln, parallels father. Was the first to recognize that hydrogen gas was a discrete substance, and that it produces water when burned. So when you burn hydrogen gas, isn't that cool? So yeah, so hydrogen means, you got to know what the name means in order to understand what God is saying through all this. Hydrogen means water former. So it's all about the water. And so that's why now we focus, okay, on the Gematria with respect to water when we talk about hydrogen. And of course, you know, in water you have H2O, okay? What's amazing about that is when, this is so cool, I love God. When you say H2O, as in H-T-W-O-O, well, who's at the dead center of H2O? Well, the number 2, which equals Father. Again, Father's at the dead center. So check it out. Check it out. You need to know this. Water is called H2O. Well, who is 2? What does 2 add to? 58, Father. And HO equals the great 23, which is I am. Okay. Now, amazingly, that's exactly the same math that we see in the letters hydrogen. Okay, where hydro parallels father, gen equals God, parallels I am. Hydrogen is like a father-God construct. Now, when I look at water former, I see father, father-God. Similar stuff. H2O, though, just memorize that. Who is at the center of H2O? Well, clearly Father, because 2 equals 58 equals Father. Now, if you're really good, you'll understand that the oxygen molecule is at the center of H2O, and oxygen mathematically has Father symmetrically on the bookends, composed of the 2 half-fathers in symmetry, ON. On. Turn the light switch on. Turn the heat on. On is half a father, because father's on top. Switch has half a father at the center, confirmation. And so he turns me on, as he should, as you should. Thank God we got a few people that turn others on down here. Otherwise, people would never get married. Okay, so somebody. And that's why we say, honey, I'm home. Honey parallels father, it equals water. Back to our story of H2O has father at the center, and it equals I am father. Now, back to oxygen. Okay, by the way, we're traveling the universe at the speed of light, solving everything there is. Oxygen, oxen, okay? So, again, the bookends, O-N. Turn the light switch on, half a father. And then E-X-E-E-X. This is so glaring how much wisdom you get, just as you memorize all the words and you make all the correlations in your mind. Turn the light switch on, half a father. Then people have sex, that ends in E-X, half a father. Bang, bang. You see? Do you see how ordained this is? Okay, for father, 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 who is on top, top, top. Okay. All right. And yes, when male and female make love, typically the male should be on top. That's just the way it is. That's the way it's always been. That's, anyways. And once you realize, let's just be honest, once you realize the Gematria, who the Trinity is, okay? Anyways, and that you realize that Father has ordained himself to be on top and that everything in Gematria in the universe vertically on top, well, when a couple makes love, who should be on top? The man or the woman? The man. That's just the way it is. And that's just the way it's supposed to be. Done. There. I've preached it. Go nuts, kids. People have been doing this for thousands of years. Okay. Oxen. So, O-N is half a father, and then X-E is half a father. Oxygen. And then one of my favorite gems is that the dead center of oxygen is life. So, oxygen is life, Father. Two very famous titles of God. In fact, they appear side by side in a very famous verse that Jesus said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man cometh unto the Father. So oxygen is life plus Father. And that's why we all love it so much to us. I can feel the life. I've been feeling it for 36 years now. Actually, longer than that, because I was getting oxygen in my mother's womb. Approximately 37 years I've been feeling the life of oxygen. It's been a great relationship. We're going the distance. Okay. I don't think any human would want to break up with oxygen. You don't want to fall out of a relationship with oxygen. You don't want that relationship to go sour. I don't recommend it. Don't break up with oxygen. That's not a good idea. You want that one for a life. Okay. It's all about relationships. Yes, it is. Okay. So H2O puts Father at the center. Oxygen. That was an awesome, satisfying gem. Oh yeah, that was good. H2O, Father at the center. Okay. Now, being the now we know that Gen equals God, and Oxy goes to Father. Oh yeah, so hydrogen is just like oxygen. We have the Father-God construct. What happens if we put hydrogen plus oxygen together? Well, the more you look, the more you see. Triple. Okay, anyways, we'll leave it right there. Okay, so hydrogen gas was first artificially produced in the early 16th century by the reaction of acids on metals. Hydrogen gas was first artificially produced. Henry Cavendish. Can you bear to not say that name right now? Henry Cavendish. The guy just sounds like a genius. Henry Cavendish. Oh. Industrial production is mainly from steam reforming natural gas. Electrolysis is beautiful. It's almost like hydrogen is so big in the story of God that, like, the writers of a Wikipedia article, like, can barely handle it. It's like, how do we talk about the contribution of hydrogen to the story of God? It would take forever. It's like, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about iPhones? Do you want to talk about, like, my eyeballs? Do you want to talk about, like, everything there is and ever will be? It all has hydrogen in it. It's just like... We'll write an article on the contribution of hydrogen to the human race. That could take light years of time. Anyways, excuse me. Light years of distance, not a time. That would take years of time. Okay, so... But I'm here for the name. So it's very important to go to the root of who is behind the name. Henry Cavendish, father, father, double. Hydrogen is inflammable air. Interesting. Being the curious man of science that I be, I'm just recognizing inflammable is +1, just like air. In fact, this is disturbing because inflammable, this is going to blow your mind how Father takes the glory of this one. Like I said, the gold is in the streets. Inflammable air. Well, inflammable is Father +30, and air is Father -30. So inflammable air equals Father, Father perfectly. Inflammable equals Father +30, the great 88, which equals Walmart and other famous companies. And then, so inflammable 88, air 28, very special. So inflammable is Father +30, and then air is Father -30. So inflammable air is Father, Father perfectly. I just found 58s in inflammable. Nothing symmetrical, but you get the 6-letter okay. Inflammable. Inflammable. And that's when you think about something being inflammable, that's kind of like it's indestructible, so to speak. Like Father God is indestructible, you could say. Thoughts like that. Inflammable. Father +30 air.